Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Travel Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, December 30th, and I am back for some more college football breakdowns, bowl games. Only one game on. I debated on whether I was going to break it down or not, make a video about it, but I do think one side has a pretty favorable matchup, and the line is not too much. So I am going to break it down. It's going to be Missouri going up against Iowa. Let's talk about the games we had on Saturday. Pop-Tart Bowl, instant classic. I loved every second of the Pop-Tart Bowl. Maybe my highest highlight I'll ever have on this channel, calling a wild berry Pop-Tart on the field. I have no words to describe it. It was an amazing feeling to see Wildberry out there. Also said Strawberry probably going to make an appearance. He did. He was resurrected from the dead on the scoreboard after Iowa State's first touchdown drive. Two Pop-Tarts I did not see coming. S'mores and Cinnamon Roll. And Cinnamon Roll gets toasted at the end of the game. A dream come true for the Cinnamon Roll Pop-Tart, but the overhit in the first half. Very fun game. Iowa State finds a way to win it. We had Rocco over his total passing yards. That one did cash. I think he had 300 yards in the game. Plays that did not hit. Colorado minus 3.5. My goodness. Shedeur Sanders wearing his Giants cleats for the game. He was playing like a Giants quarterback. Horrible performance by him. Travis Hunter had a decent game, just horrible defensively. Colorado all the way through. BYU stomps on them from the get-go. Colorado, horrible performance. So a 2-2 day. We will take 2-2 days. They keep us afloat for the next day. And we're going on to Monday with the matchup here. Iowa going up against Missouri. I'm going to be taking the Tigers. Minus 2.5 as the play. I do think they can win this game by a couple touchdowns. But out of respect for the defensive side of Iowa, I'm going to take them to just win this game 14-10. I can see this being a rock fight. I can also see this Missouri scoring 30 points and Iowa not being able to keep up. But for the sake of the video, I'm just going to say 14-10 right now. I do think Missouri has the way better weapons offensively. I'm going to start Brady Cook's playing. We don't have Luther Burton. He's going to sit out in this game going to the NFL draft. Theo Weeks Jr. is going to play in this game. He was a leading receiver for Missouri, so that's very good to have. I also think Noel's going to be playing in this game for Missouri. He's the leading tailback. So Missouri has all their pieces offensively, and we have a lot of opt-outs on both sides defensively. So there's really no telling how either one of these teams will play defensively. I'm just going to go off of the offensive numbers we have for both of these teams, and Missouri should dominate in this game because they have skill players. Iowa does not. Iowa this season, they have one player offensively. That's Caleb Johnson. He has 240 touches, 1,537 yards, and 22 rushing touchdowns. That is more than the starting quarterback, Cade McNamara, the backup running back, and the third-string running back nearly. So he has more yards than the three next player, the two backup running backs and the starting quarterback, more yards just in him alone. He's out in this game. He's not going to be there. Cade McNamara, the starting quarterback, will also not be there. So it's going to be Brendan Sullivan. 3 games so far. He's only thrown the ball max 10-plus times in these 3 games that we've seen him in. He threw 2 picks in the last game going up against UCLA. Whenever they were in that game, UCLA made him throw the ball down the field. They stopped the run, and they made him throw the ball down the field. He was not good in doing that. He's going to be playing in this game. The receiving core for Iowa, the leading receiver this season, 382 yards. Missouri's a pretty good defensive team. I just don't see any way the Hawkeyes can move the ball if they don't give the ball to Caleb Johnson 30 times. So it's going to be a simple play for myself. I'm going to take Missouri minus 2.5. I think they can win this game very easily. Just need them to play a little bit of defense. For the player props, we are going to go with Brendan Sullivan, the quarterback for Iowa, to throw an interception. Not sure what this is going to come out at. It might come out at minus 150, and if it does that, then it's going to be tough to take it, but I do think it's worth a look. I don't think the prop out is right now, but on the season, Cade McNamara has been the starting quarterback for the Hawkeyes. He only had 1,000 yards this season. Only played, 6, 7, 8 games, but he was injured. Now he's out for this game. Brendan Sullivan stepping in, junior, 6'4". He's got all the metrics you're looking for in a quarterback, and I've got something to say about these teams. You're Big Ten. You're Power 4. How do we not have a decent quarterback? Just a middle-of-the-pack guy. You've got 2 quarterbacks that can't throw the ball down the field. This is just like Michigan this season. Then Michigan went out and got the number 1 prospect for next year. But this is a Big Ten school. They've been in the Big Ten Conference Championship, I think, 2 of the last 3 years, maybe 2 of the last 4 years. You've got to get a quarterback. It's the most important part of the game. And they just refuse to get a quarterback. Nobody that can throw the ball down the field. You think with the transfer portal and with NIL, they can just pay somebody to come. What about Diego Pavia out of Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt gave him a chance. New Mexico State gave him a chance. Then Vanderbilt, Iowa could have gave him a ton of money to come there. He would have fit right in. He could have ran the read option with Caleb Johnson. They would have definitely been in the conference championship game. Just doesn't make any sense to me. But they're going to go with Brandon Sullivan in this game. He had 2 picks in the last game against UCLA. Made him throw the ball down the field. Only threw the ball 9 times, and he threw 2 interceptions of those 9. So I just don't know if this kid has it in him. He's only attempted a total of 33 passes over the last 3 games that he's been starting. So while he doesn't throw the ball a lot, I still think he's going to throw an interception. That's honestly, it might be minus 110 just because we get a lack of attempts in this game. But with no Caleb Johnson, I do think Iowa is going to have to try to move the ball down the field a little bit. I'm going to take his over 0.5 interceptions as the first play. Second play will be Theo Weiss Jr. of Missouri to go over his total yards. Don't see anything out yet, but I do think that Carroll and Noel from Missouri is going to play. That's going to establish the run game. Cook is still going to play in this game as well. Was banged up this season, didn't have a great year, but he is the leader of this team, and he can sling the ball. Theo Weiss, he was the leading receiver on this team. They've got an NFL talent and Luther Burden on the field. Doesn't matter. This guy's been the lead guy, 55 catches, nearly 1,000 yards, sitting at 8'10", 3 touchdowns. He's a deep threat guy. He can get it anywhere he wants it. This is a 6'2", 192-pound guy. He's got size. He has speed, and this is going to be the number 1 target for Brady Cook in this game, going up against a depleted Iowa defense who lost several players in the transfer portal. I'm going to take his over receiving yards as the final play of the day. Let's go to the recap graphic. We're going to go with Missouri minus 2.5. Theo Weiss Jr. over receiving yards. Haven't seen it out yet, but hopefully it does come out soon. And then Brandon Sullivan over an interception. Hopefully it's minus 115 or less, but I do think he's going to throw an interception in this game. Guys, that's going to do it for the NCAA football plays and props for Monday, December 30th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to like this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.